It's comment reading time. That's right. Every week we do this. We read some YouTube comments. If you guys want to be in this video, leave a YouTube comment on one of my videos, and it might make it in. This week we took 2 comments from each video from last week, so that's 14 comments. These are some pretty good ones. Pretty good ones. As always, like the video, comment, subscribe, all that. And we'll start with Ian Stewart about my Beal Starmon deck profile. Thought I'd start with that one because it did literally just win a regional. So shout out to that guy. It's almost like if I make a deck, it's good and has a chance of doing well or something. Interesting, huh? Anyway, I run 2 death, 2 defeat, 2 death X, and the most important card, 2 Zwart. The ability to bounce Beelmama back to hand is too useful. In my Beelzemon deck, I run 4 Blast Mode, 3 defeat, 3 death X, and still got shit on my Blue Flare. Blue Flare is a really awkward time for anyone. I don't think Beelstar was worried about Blue Flare in BT10 because like it doesn't really do anything against you in BT10. But you know, being running promote spam and chipping with Eismons and all that is more enough to win you the game against those decks. EX3 maybe a little more annoying, but for BT10 meta, good call. And these tech cards are good. A little much in my opinion, but like if it works, you know. And this guy said he recently won locals with Beelstar. For me, it's been a good counter Jessamon. It is a good counter Jessamon. It technically is. And yeah, there's nothing else to say about that. So, you know, good on you. All right. I do not understand why certain pre-release cards are considered max rarity. In my opinion, the pre-release stamp ruins the alt art. I would only tolerate it if the card was not a foil in the set. And then comment blah blah blah. Okay. So Little Crow. Here's the thing about pre-release stamps. Pre-release stamps for some cards are its max rarity, so you don't have a choice. It just is max rarity because it's harder to find, less supply, blah 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 blah. That's not just the regular card you can pull in a pack. That's one thing. And some people really like writing on their cards. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean other people don't like it. Like I'm really indifferent. I don't really care. My version of max rarity is a combination between what's the nicest art plus what is the hardest art to find of that card, like numerically speaking. How many copies of X art exists versus Y art? So like if it comes down to it where there's a really nice art looking card, but like it's printed to oblivion and everyone can get it, you know, in that case, is it worth more? Is it max right over the pre-release stamp? I would think so if the art is that sick. But again, quantity, some people really like going that way. That's just me, but other people have different opinions on it. There's multiple rarities for each card, you know. Some people think of Impact 2 Impmon is max rarity over the other, the art with the Beelzemon on the back and all that. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So, you know, whatever. It's just whatever, you know. Rick Ford. I like this comment a lot because I'm a store owner. This resonates with me. I spoke with a distributor yesterday and asked about how Bandai is distributing the product. I had some pre-orders and open order that haven't been filled. They said Bandai wasn't providing enough on initial runs to fill all the pre-orders. That second wave of cross were hitting and they were using those to fill backordered pre-orders. So I guess it's a good thing unless it's just been like that since the first set. With some sets, it has been like that. I remember BT6 being like that, where I only got half on release and like half later as they filled it. Now I didn't have any issues with BT10 or BT9 or whatever. It was just I got what I pre-ordered and that was it. Called it a day. I wasn't able to order anymore because they were out, but that's neither here nor there. I do think that nothing is perfect. Every card game, except for like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic, so the big three, have this issue from time to time. It's just the way it is. I'm not gonna say anything like Bandai needs to work on their distribution game by any means. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna go there. But you know, nothing's perfect. Hopefully, over time, they can fix whatever's wrong and improve. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Arclight, rip to all the poor souls who paid pre-sale prices on Shopmon X4, especially pre-release versions. Indeed. Indeed. You never buy the pre-sales, but to be fair, I don't think anyone... If you thought that Bandai was going to announce a surprise ban list, and X4 was on that surprise ban list before EX3, if you were that big brain, good for you. But nobody I know saw this coming, so that's pretty cool. War Dude Kid. I've been exploring a terrible deck idea, but I think it has room for some really strong plays. Sakuyamon plus Boutmon promo. Basically play Pulsemon bottom end and Sakuya top end and Rika and stuff. Allows for some insane turns since Sakuyamon's a shaman. Boutmon can use the effect to go into Sakuyamon for free / cheap depending on the situation. That is a cool tech. People have been sleeping on Boutmon, and Boutmon's only gone up since it came out for like the $2 range. So there is some Boutmon hype, and only time will make it better, I think. So, cool idea. Yes, another tier 1 deck. This was definitely the Melga deck, which was tier 1. It is tier 1. Like, there's no argument. This is not a Mario makes everything tier 1 thing. It's actually tier 1. I think on everyone's radar, everyone's opinion. Always max out on jamming Veemon. You want that one as often as you can, because obvious reasons. This guy got fucking crushed. This Torben guy got destroyed. Imperial doesn't need 4 jamming Veemon. It's not necessary at all. I've never wanted to play 4, and I've always been okay with less than 4. If this guy likes it, you know what? All the power to you. But I don't think that that's a common take, to say the least. Next up, Cody. The surprise ban list is honestly one of the many things I love about this game coming after leaving Yu-Gi-Oh! Behind. The surprise ban list was pretty cool. I will say, nobody saw it coming. And it goes to show you what Bandai is willing to do. They're willing to hit things. Surprisingly hit things. That's kind of nice, in my opinion. Korak is Dead says that everyone forgets that Calling from the Darkness infinitely loops with Star Deck Dracomon. It is 4 memory, but is still infinite. It is true. If you have 4 memory, if you can constantly recycle 4 memory, you can do Dracman plus Calling combo. Getting that extra 4 memory is kind of dicey in my opinion. Like, it's just, it's rough because we don't have the cards to do that yet. Don't be surprised if we do, though. Don't be surprised. It could come. I miss more Master Duel competitive content. I'd love having that from you. Specifically, I miss more theory on deck building for this format, whether it's specificities, sure, best of 1, maxing every deck, and by the way, thank you for the content and hard work. This is in response to the video I made, Is Digimon Enough?, where I talked about my idea of making a Master Duel progression channel of sorts. And it was pretty positively received. Like, people were like, yeah, we'd love to see that for the most part. Some people said, nah, it's okay. But, like, you know, it's cool to see the support. And if I did that, this would definitely be in it because I'm trying to grind to the highest rank in Master Duel. So you have to kind of do that, right? And yeah, sounds great, says Wall. The Master Duel idea sounds great. And I enjoyed the first episode of the Vault series. Yeah. If you guys haven't watched Into the Vault on Ruggles' channel, I'm on it. You should watch it. It's really cool. TCG Metaslayer says, yay, another best deck of the format. At this point, I just enjoy defeating all the best decks of the format with the 4 decks I'm running, and I keep tweaking. That's one of the really cool things about Digimon. Anything, I feel, with exceptions, can beat everything. If you tech hard enough, if you practice strong enough, if you understand your lines perfectly, and know how to disrupt your opponent's lines. That's the really cool thing about Digimon. Now, there are some decks that are just unplayable garbage, like, I don't know, Mega Gargomon. Sure. That deck can't do shit. But even that deck can play Pomumon, a card that says your opponent can't play cards by effects. So could be really, you know, a Mega Gargo strat with Pomumon on the field, just so your opponent can't do anything. Pomu Terrier Lock while you're going off with Mega Gargo. I don't even know what the Mega Gargo cards do. Not a clue. They're really bad. But, like, even that has a niche way of doing things. So, like, Digimon's really cool that way. I will say, and other card games should strive to be like that. Finally, a build with Omnimon X. Please do this for Wargreymon X next. Michael. Yes. Wargreymon X. It's coming. It is. Oh, that's it. That's all the comments. We flew through that one really quickly. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to leave a comment if you want to appear in these videos. That's it. Have a nice day.